What is going on, my friends? Vitai Dubin is here and welcome to another episode of today's in Crypto Show. Bitcoin is on the verge of breaking out right now as February starts on a positive note. We have so many amazing news to discuss today on this episode. Let's get started. We're seeing the market is slightly up today, 0.5%. So not a lot of changes is happening right now, but as the quiet before the storm, you can see on our ascending triangle right here that we had tried to break out right here. It was not really a breakout, but we are waiting. It can happen at any moment in time right now, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. That what we need to do is capture this $40,000 level, break it out and retest it as a support. That's what we want to do. But on the good side, we can see that we are definitely back on this channel, this green channel that we have had all the way since pretty much November. And we broke it to the downside, and now we are back on the channel. We're in the middle of the channel right now. So things are looking good, and yeah, we just need to be more patient and wait for the breakout to occur. The whales are accumulating though. They are accumulating a lot. In fact, the Bitcoin supply per whale hits a 10 years high. You can see the whale wallet accumulations. They are buying like crazy because of this dip. They found a great opportunity to do that. And what you are seeing right now on the exchanges is this phenomenon that Bitcoin is being taken off from exchanges more and hitting its lowest since October 2018. So don't be the one who is selling your Bitcoin to one of the whales on the exchanges, right? And this trend you can see is only a good thing for Bitcoin, because the less Bitcoin is on the exchanges, the less selling pressure there is. So there you go. Another huge implication for the cryptocurrency market is coming from India today, as it's proposing a 30% tax on crypto. Now, how is that a good thing? Well, before they were thinking about banning cryptocurrency altogether. Now they're saying we cannot stop cryptocurrency payments. Let's impose a tax on it. So that's pretty positive, because overall it's making it legitimate for the entire Indian population, even if they're going to be taxed at 30% heavily on their crypto. It's still a move in the positive direction. People just, instead of paying taxes in Indian rupee, they're going to pay the taxes in Bitcoin. They'll convert Indian rupee to Bitcoin and pay taxes in Bitcoin. That's what I'm gonna do. Fidelity, the Bitcoin maximalist, this multi-trillion-dollar asset manager, published a new report in which it highlighted Bitcoin first. That's right. They are moving into, they're mostly focused on Bitcoin, and say Bitcoin is fundamentally different from any other digital assets. So just like Michael Saylor, just like Jack Dorsey, the Twitter CEO, Fidelity is very much Bitcoin maximalist. Now, we can see how close we are to the breakout if we analyze this chart right here, which essentially shows you guys that on the RSI we did break this trend line right now, and the price has not yet broken the trend line, but RSI has already broken the trend line, and we may see the price following suit. So that's a good thing that we're seeing right now. Now, despite the fact that MicroStrategy lost $146 million in the last quarter of 2021 because of the drop in the Bitcoin price, they have recently acquired an additional $25 million worth of Bitcoin. They now hold over 125,000 coins at an average price of $30,200 per coin. Just seems like MicroStrategy cannot help but cannot stop itself to buy just more and more Bitcoin. And recently they did this entire essentially a keynote and conference, and together with Jack Dorsey, you can see that Jack Dorsey is right now building a decentralized fiat on-ramps. What it means is that he's attempting to do something that has never been done before. As right now, if you want to on-ramp into crypto, what you need to do is take your fiat, take your money from the bank, take your credit cards, and go to centralized exchange, give them the money, and they will give you some Bitcoin. Well, what Jack Dorsey is attempting to do right now with his team is building decentralized fiat on-ramps, which means that people can do all of that stuff and get involved with crypto, take their fiat money, and do it in a decentralized way. It's yet to be seen exactly how all of that is going to come to be. It's very, very interesting because it might trigger some resistance from the authorities, from the government. I don't know. Look at El Salvador. He's relaunching his Shiba wallet, plans to deploy another 1,500 Bitcoin ATMs and provide a permanent solution for the El Salvadorian citizen, which has Bitcoin as a legal tender. Is the first country, 4 million Bitcoin users, and they're moving in the right direction. So El Salvador partnered with white label infrastructure provider Alpha Point, focusing heavily on Shiba wallet stability and uptime, scalability, and social impact. Now, speaking about the NFT markets, we are seeing significant wash trading and money laundering going on, where essentially some users have been buying from their own wallets. They're creating multiple wallets and they're selling on the market, and they're essentially buying from another wallet that they control and making the NFT appear more valuable. Those type of scenarios, those type of situation, collectively, those 110 users made nearly $8.9 million in profit. So just to understand, not everything on the market that you can see, those beads and people are buying and selling, is actually real users with the same users creating value out of thin air by selling to their own wallets. They own different wallets, but it's the same person. So OpenSea records $5 billion in monthly sales. I wonder how much of those monthly sales in this volume can be attributed to wash trading, but nevertheless, it's a lot. It is a lot, and essentially more than 5 billion trading volume between Ethereum and Polygon. So we're, definitely NFT is gaining momentum, is gaining more and more popularity. Now PayPal, that's also big news. PayPal stablecoin, what it can mean for payments. PayPal is considering to create its own stablecoin of PayPal. Of course, that can only help more the ecosystem if they're going to do that. There's a lot of stablecoins already involved. And speaking about the economy, we are in deep trouble for United States. The national debt is topping through $30 trillion. So all of that spending, all of this printing and spending that the government in USA has been doing, essentially it has been on borrowed money. So they just borrowed a bunch of money, and now they will need to take spend an amount larger than America's entire annual economy in order to pay it off. Think about it. The debt burden is very, very large, and it's all coming to the new generations. And like Michael Saylor tweeted, do not let it happen to you. Lebanon plans seeing 93% currency slide. Think about that. What if you saved in fiat currency and your fiat currency loses 93% of its value? Those people in Lebanon are rushing right now to buy as much Bitcoin as they possibly can because nobody can save them. And Russia, that a couple weeks ago was on the news, was allegedly attempting to ban cryptocurrency. It's all not the case. After all, they're not banning cryptocurrency. They are going to regulate it. And in fact, Russia housing 12% of the entire crypto market. So they have more than $200 billion worth of crypto. Think about that, which amounts for 12% of the total crypto global holdings. Crazy. So Russia is a big market for crypto, and the fact they're not banning it, but working on improving the legislation is definitely a positive thing. And former Disney CEO Bob Iger predicting NFT explosion in a big way. He's seen Disney and NFTs appear in open market. The only thing he is a little pissed about is that there's a lot of people that are essentially creating those NFTs, and they don't have the right to create those NFTs. They don't have the intellectual property. Disney has all this intellectual property assigned, and I don't know how they're going to legally battle those people that take their intellectual property of Disney and use it, to create NFTs and sell NFTs. And talking about the Metaverse, decentralized is one of the leading projects, and you can see a huge roadmap for 2022, desktop clients for Windows and Mac, VR client expected second half of the year, mobile app and NFTs can be used as wearables. So different NFTs like apes, punks, etc. can use as wearables in this Metaverse. Interesting, right? I don't know if you ever used decentralized Decentraland and got into this Metaverse or not. And huge news for Solana. Solana Labs is launching Solana Pay. It's a payment protocol for digital commerce. So soon we'll be able to see merchants start accepting not only the USDC stablecoin, but also the Sol token. Solana's native token Sol. Think about the adoption of that. If you can accept, the merchants can accept Solana tokens directly as means of payment. Yeah, very, very good for Solana and bullish on Solana. And if you haven't found a way how you can stake Drip, which is the #1 DeFi app in the entire Binance Smart Chain space, according to Dave Rader. If you're not familiar, Dave Rader is actually ranking the top blockchain dApps, top decentralized finance dApps. If you look at the Binance Smart Chain, you can see Drip is right here, #2, right after PancakeSwap. It's only a matter of time until we get even a possibility that we even can put PancakeSwap behind and become #1 DeFi dApp, which is amazing. And you can learn how you can stake Drip and receive daily dividends, daily staking rewards for doing so on deflationarydailyROI.com. You can watch my webinar. You can see exactly how it works. You can join the Telegram group. You can see how you can take advantage of this DeFi space in order to significantly increase your wealth, as one Drip is expected to be traded anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 per coin after we onboard another 200,000 or 300,000 users this year. So we're still early on right now. So that's what I want to share with you guys. I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday and middle of the week, and you're crushing it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of today's In Crypto show.